Well, there's a major stock scam going around, and the SEC wants to make sure you know about it. Voicemail messages are appearing on home answering machines from coast to coast. A message from a woman calling a friend saying that the stock price of certain small, thinly traded companies will soon shoot up.
Remember Evan, that hot stock exchange guy I'm dating? He gave my dad that stock tip on and it went from under $1 to like $3 in 2 weeks. And you were mad I didn't call you? Well, I'm calling you now. This new company is supposed to be like the next Tommy Bahama, and they're making some big news announcement this week.
The SEC believes the scam is part of a pump and dump scheme. That's when the perpetrators get as many people to invest in a chosen stock as possible, then dump the shares they own. They make a tidy profit. Everyone else suffers a loss. The SEC is asking anyone who may have gotten a call like that to report it. You can find a link to their website on ours. That is fox6.com. Just click on Hot Topics.
Well, if you guessed that low prices at the pump would go back up, you were right. As we get closer to Labor Day, analysts predict that prices will start to rise again. The Auto Club says that the increasing price of crude oil will eventually cause a spike. In the past week, pump prices have dropped about 3 cents here in San Diego, but consumer advocates say even with the slight drop, it's still more than we should be paying.
We've been conditioned to think this is good news and that gas is cheap. Really, we're paying more than we ever have before in U.S. history in terms of real dollars.
Fox 6 News can help you find the cheapest gas prices in our area. All you have to do is log on to fox6.com and click on Fuel Facts.
Alpine residents are keeping a close eye on a proposed new Indian casino. The casino is promising to pump money back into Alpine, but community leaders wonder if they'll ever see the cash. Fox 6 News reporter Eric Collins joins us now with all the details. Eric?
Jennifer, earlier tonight I spoke with Mark Price. He's the chairman of the Alpine Planning Group. Now, he supports the Huiapay tribe's plan to build a casino next to Viejas. The joint gaming venture could raise lots of cash for the community, but Mark worries the county will get all the money instead.
We here in little old Alpine are suffering.
Mark Price wants the governor to come to Alpine. He's concerned about a new agreement the governor approved that allows the Huiapay tribe to build a casino next to Viejas.
We have water needs, we have sewer needs, we have road needs.
Roads that are now often clogged with cars, especially on concert nights at Viejas.
I think they probably need to be widened, they need to be made safer. Off-ramps need to be addressed. We perhaps need another off-ramp to help deal with the traffic.
Mark praises Viejas for giving the county money to build new roads and to improve Alpine's infrastructure, but the community never received a dime.
We got directly zero.
Meanwhile, the county cashed in on a $4 million fund filled with profits from the Viejas, Sequan, and Verona casinos. Alpine wanted some of the money, but a state-approved committee diverted the dollars to buy a new fire helicopter and fire engines for the county.
During the Cedar fire, we had a lot of firefighters without fire trucks. And they were just standing there, chomping at the bit, ready to get on a fire truck, and there were no fire engines.
County Supervisor Diane Jacob agrees Alpine deserves compensation. So she supports Mark's idea of creating a local fund to make sure this community gets a cut of casino profits.
But I do have commitments, verbal commitments, that this fund will be set up, and I will take the word of those that have shared that with me until proven wrong.
Mark says he has received the same verbal commitments, but he says he will continue to pressure state and local leaders until Alpine finally receives a winning hand.
We're going to be that squeaky wheel. Let's make sure that we have the mechanism in place to spend the money locally.
Mark Price says there's nothing wrong with casino money being spent on a new helicopter and fire engines, but he claims those items were purchased with money that was supposed to help Alpine after Viejas was built. He says he doesn't want to see this happen again when the Huiapay tribe builds its casino.
Wow, it's hard to believe a group as small as the Huiapay could even compete with a group like Viejas, but they're planning on opening that casino,
That's right, and probably sometime in the year 2007. That's the target date.
Right.
7 members of the Huiapay tribe, right?
That's right.
7.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Eric.
UCSD is ranking pretty high, right up there with the nation's